Hello friends, my name is Chandan and today we will discuss about final keyword. As I told you in my previous tutorial, and previous tutorial was based on the static keyword. If you have not seen, please go through it. So what is the final keyword and how to use it, I will discuss these all things here. So final keyword is mainly used to restrict the user. Means we are saying a user you can not do this thing. Okay. Also, final keyword can be used in different ways, in variables, in methods, in class, and much more. And what are the limitations of the final keyword? It is that a final class cannot be subclassed. Also, a final method cannot be overridden by subclasses. A final variable can only be initialized once. These all things I will clear by some example. I will show you on Eclipse. Also, there is a very much more important question for interview, that can we declare constructor as final? Then answer is no, we cannot declare a constructor as final. Now what is the final variable, final method and final class? What they will do if I will implement my final keyword before a variable, means you cannot change the value of final variable. Same for class, you cannot extend that class which have a final keyword before it. Also, for method you can access the method but cannot override. Now let's move on Eclipse, and this concept will much more get clear by some example. So it was our previous tutorial of static keyword, so I have to close it and I will create a new class. And I will give the name of this class as Chandan. Already have, so give the full final. Now suppose that I have a class and I will create first of all a variable, and I will show you how to restrict the user. Suppose that I have a integer and say x is equal to 10, and then I have a method. Let's say the method is public void, you can say sum, and inside that what it will do, I am just changing the value of 12. I am assigning that variable value 12. Now if I will create main method which is public static void main string args and array close. Now if I will create an object to access the method of my class with the name of my class, then object name is equal to new class name. Now I have not used yet final keyword. Okay, if I will access my method, let's make it this out. Yep. If I will access my method sum, then look what is happening. You know very well that 12 will get printed successfully. Okay, 12 have been printed. Now if I will make my variable as final, then you will see that there will be some error. Yep, it is here. It is saying remove final modifier, means it will not allow to change the value of a variable which has final keyword before it. Let's see the error. Yep, the final field .s cannot be assigned, means I have declared final as 10, so I cannot assign the value to 12. I cannot change it. Now let's see the example of a final method. Okay, let's remove it. Error gone. Now suppose that I have a method and I have make it final. Now and suppose that I have some more class. Let me create one more class so it will get much more clear. New class, say it as test home, delete. Now suppose that I have a class and inside that class there is a method which is final. Okay, and let's declare x is equal to some value, means let me make it as integer. Now this example belongs to the final method. What we have done, we have created a class and under that class there is a final method. I will access this method from another class. Let's see what will happen. Suppose that first of all I have to extend my class, so I will extend it by extends keywords, extends, and I will write the name as test. Now this is my main method, and let me change some method. Suppose that I am changing my method sum to something else. Let's say Chandan. And remove this one. Okay, now the error is saying that the method which you are trying to access has already been declared as final. You can see it here, remove final modifier or test.run, means this is declared as final. If I will remove this final keyword from here, then you will see that error have gone. Okay, our program will run. Let me run this one. Now it is running, it is printing Chandan, which is final value of Chandan of this method. But if I will make this method as final, then we cannot make the change in the method. As I told you earlier that you can access the method, but you cannot override it, means you cannot change the value. Now one thing more I would like to tell you, that a final class is also much more important, which will be useful. Let me make a class a final, then I will extend it. So just remove the final keyword from here, and now see the example of final class. So suppose that this is my final class. Okay, so I have created a class, I have made it as a final. This class have a method. Now I will extend that class in here, and you will see that the error will appear. That error will say remove final modifier of test, means I have to remove this test. If I will run this program, it will also throw me an error. So it's all about the final keyword. It is used to restrict the user to access certain things, as I told you earlier. And enough for today, and tomorrow we will discuss about very much more important topic, what is the exception, how to handle it, how to throw it, and much more things. So be prepared for this, and bye for now.